This is Donna D'Angelo from the Institute of Christ Consciousness with the Breath of Spirit meditation for August 17th, 2025. Today, we'll be exploring and meditating on divine foundations of life. If this is appealing to you, let's begin by taking a few deep breaths and hold the focus of divine foundations of life at your heart center. We'll begin here and simply ask for these energies to pulse into your heart very gently as you breathe and relax and focus. The divine foundations of life exist at a very primal level in your human mind-body system. Draw a line of energy from your heart center to move through your three lower chakras and then connect you directly into the energetic core of the earth where the divine foundations of life exist. This is a metaphysical quality or characteristic of our planet. It has been created for this world by our divine spirit parents based on divine plans of evolution for our world. And it is time for us to return to the divine foundations of life, to feed us with love and all of its attenuations, such as joy and peace and other such lovely spiritual fruits and gifts. Let your heart center be anchored now in the energetic earth plane with the divine foundations of life, that they may gently pulse upwardly into your energy system, especially into your heart. There are complex, subtle energy changes that can be conducted within you. It is helpful to stay in a place of trust and faith while these energetic exchanges are occurring. Sometimes trying to use your intellect or reasoning mind to appreciate what is happening can block the flow of energy. But it is part of your divine birthright from our spirit parents to be connected to these beautiful, anchoring, safe, and secure foundations of life. So I invite you to drink deeply of what is now beginning to gently percolate upward to communicate into your heart and to feed you with what you need so you can continue to calibrate to the new energies coming into the earth that are supporting our return to the divine foundations of life. You might consider the divine foundations of life as a source of energy for your mind and body system. These energies are full of vitality, and they have information to help your body heal, to soothe your emotions, to stabilize you mentally, and of course, bring you closer to your divine inner voice and soul purpose, so that you may begin to accumulate more spiritual vitality within you and live from that place more and more each day. Our current planetary system still contains so much information and coding that is antithetical to the ways of life. However, in allowing yourself to be more fully anchored in the divine foundations of life, you are essentially bypassing that system and moving into the correct one, where the adjustments can be made within your mind and body system, feeding you with the information you need to learn to maintain your own inner health and well-being. It is time for each of us to take responsibility for our own well-being. It is not something anyone else can do for us. And when we do this, we open ourselves to more insight and intuition coming from our spirit source to supply us with what we need to learn in order to maintain our physical vehicles while we go through this transformational process underway on the planet. So feel that willingness and need to be more fully anchored into the divine foundations of life. They are already there. You are just tapping in consciously to invite them to feed you, and provide you that beautiful, soothing, nurturing energy from our Divine Mother and Father, who are here to help you grow and become more of who you truly are as a child of God, growing in your own unique soul, purpose, and expression. It is available to everyone, but it is your intention that draws the energies into you and offers you a steady supply and stream of what life is here to teach you and afford you. Continue to draw up the energies from the energetic earth core, the divine foundations of life, right into your heart. And be expanded in them. Mm. Mm. As many of you are aware, Our world is undergoing a massive transition into states of higher consciousness where we can perceive the inner voice of the divine, uniquely tailored for our individual soul journey. It is if, as you stand in this foundation of life from the divine level, you're able to override or bypass the information that still is within our planetary circuits. And you are plugging into a new source of information, a true source, one that will only feed you with what is correct, what is loving, truthful, good, and beautiful, anchoring you in a state of peace and purpose so that you can live more joyfully as a beloved son and daughter of our Creator. Expanding in the divine foundations of life is nothing you need to earn. It is already given to you because you are, you exist. But because we live on a world that has deviated from the divine plan of evolution and is now getting back on track, by you stepping into this field of the divine foundations of life, you will be more integrated into these higher frequencies of what life wants to teach you and give you more inner insight and intuition to explore the rich dimensions of your own divine life plan and purpose. But you are providing yourself a newer foundation, one that will support your spiritual growth and soul evolution. The current planetary system of consciousness has so much that is full of error and deception. But that does not mean you have to be influenced by that. Tap into your divine sources and resources. And one of them is to open and receive the infusion of the divine foundations of life, to shore you up in those deeper, unconscious places in your mind and body where you may not have yet been able to reach on your own. Here is where you find that inner bastion, because now you are tapping into what life is truly here to teach and support you. So just receive now what is a gift given to you from life itself to support you to become more joyful and more satisfied with where you are in this present moment. Mm. If you wish, you may reinforce this infusion by affirming, I am anchoring into the divine foundations of life. I am anchoring into the divine foundations of life. I am anchoring into the divine foundations of life. And here you provide what you might call an extra amount of spiritual bandwidth for your inner divine voice to share with you the information you need to learn what it means to live from this place more and more each day. This is your own inner experience, and so it is up to you to decide what you will do with the information you perceive and how you would wish to live from this place, being more fully anchored into the true nature and quality of life that has been given to us by our Creator. It is time for us to step away from the old paradigm of how our planet had been purposely deceived to deviate from the divine plan of evolution and get back on track. So continue to anchor yourself in the divine foundations of life. Relax, receive, and relish the feelings of being held in love. Oh. Mm. Invite the divine foundations of life to unify you at all dimensional levels of your being and to help you harmonize with the other parts of life, your relationships with others, and with the world around you. And in this way, you grow stronger in holding that as an energy field, and it feeds your mind and body with more healing and life-giving vitality. And because it comes from our Creator, whose presence is unifying and harmonizing in all of us, you receive the same endowments to help you grow. Remember, you are a part of life, and life is a part of you. The synergistic relationship you have with life is one to fully explore throughout your long, progressive ascension career of soul growth. So you will always be learning and growing, being given new information to consider from your spirit that will help you express your uniqueness of your higher self and be a light and balm unto others. I will end the meditation here. However, feel free to stay in this state for as long as you need, allowing the divine foundations of life to fully support you. And return to this during the week when you need a boost, especially when you may feel drained of energy at any level, physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Come back to your well of renewal and refreshment. I thank you for allowing me to lead you in this brief meditative experience. And I hope that you will continue to avail yourselves of these meditations from the Institute of Christ Consciousness. And please like and share with others if you think it will help them in their spiritual journey. And if you're not already a member on our mailing list, please consider joining to stay up to date with our activities of the group meditations and prayers we conduct and the webinars and podcasts that we will be resuming in September. Thank you for this opportunity to be with you. God bless you. And I'll be back next week with another meditation. Goodbye for now.